Sarah, and this is my first video ever, so I really hope you have a good time with me. So for today's video, for my first video, I'm gonna start with a newbie tag. Yay! Bon, c'est non, je me dis d'aller choisir là. Let's get started. Why did you start this channel? Oh my god, this is the easiest, hardest question ever. All my life, I have been around people who do not read books, who do not appreciate books, and who do not understand what is it like to be a book nerd or to fangirl about a book. So ever since I came to college, I met people who really love reading and share this passion with me, and I like it when I'm around them. I'm like my real self. So I thought that I would start this booktube channel to meet a lot of people, to get reviews, recommendations, to share my passion, and to make people love to read, to just tell you that you're not alone in this fictional world. So yeah, I'm really excited about this channel. Where are some fun and unique things you can bring to YouTube? Well, I promise you a lot of craziness and awkwardness and fun. Well, I know this is what everyone says, but yeah, I have absolutely no idea what's gonna be next, what's gonna happen next, but I promise to be fun to watch. And yep. What are you most excited about this new channel? I am very excited. I may suck at showing how excited I am, but oh my god, I am super excited. Shayma has been forcing me to do this for like months now, and I have finally summoned up the courage. I am finally sitting in front of the camera and talking to a camera. I'm being me. I'm being the real nerd I am, and I'm so excited about it. I'm excited about knowing more about new book genres, new books, new booktubers, authors, meeting new people. It's all so exciting, really. Number 4. Why do you love reading? Why do you love breathing? Why do you love food? Oh my god. I have been reading for so long, so long, and I have never asked myself this question, because I know that I read for obvious reasons. I read to feel that the chaos on my mind are real, that some people really feel it and write about it. I read because I want to feel like I can be someone else. I can read another life that is not real. I can travel within the books I read. I read because it makes me feel alive, like I'm doing something with my life. I know this might be a very, cliche answer, but that's why I read. I love it. I love reading because it's just the best thing I could ever do, really. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? So first I want to say a huge thank you, a huge hands down for the Tunisian community of booktubers, the Tunisian booktuber communities. I'm afraid that I'm gonna mention names and ننسى. First my baby Shayma from Drunken Books, Erish from The Daydreamers, Sonia from Serial Killer, oh my god, sorry Sonia, Serial Reader, Sarah Lajimi from Tunisian Reader. They're all so amazing, so full of life, so full of passion. I have not met all of them, but I'm so excited to meet you all. You're awesome. This question goes to those of them who have jobs, full-time jobs, many of you have kids, for God's sake, have families, have to cook and clean and do other stuff and work, and you read so many books. I love how much you are committed to this, and I really want to say thank you, because you're my number one motivation. Did I answer the question? I don't know. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? And I go with inspiration. I work with inspiration. If I'm not inspired, if I don't really feel like doing this, I'm not gonna do it. So I'm afraid that at some point I will be like, I don't want to booktube. I don't want to talk. And my commitment is the really hardest challenge, and I'm doing this to overcome this thing about me that sometimes I zone off, and I want to be committed to this because I love doing this. Your support would be a huge help for me to overcome this. When did you start reading? I have been reading for as long as I can remember. When I was in middle school, I read only in Arabic, and I would read أحلام مستغني, and it's when I read The Fault in Our Stars when I just got out of that bubble and that comfort zone, and that it's not really comfort zone, but I stumbled upon a new whole person inside of me that loves contemporary and loves psychology and loves, so yeah, I would divide it into main parts: the before the Fault in Our Stars and the after the Fault in Our Stars. What kind of books do you like to read? I have already said this. Contemporary. I love psychology a lot and self-development, and I have recently started reading thriller books. I am more into romance and contemporary books. Let's go on some of my favorite books because I really want you to know more about me as a book nerd. So I know this might be a little bit late, but I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my 2016 books and reads. But let me first tell you about my all-time favorite books. First book would be The Perks of Being a Wallflower by the writer with whom I cannot really say the name, Chbosky. This book, first, hi Sarah, because I discovered this book on her channel. I love this, and I was really in this period of not reading when I watched Sarah's video, and I was like, I like the title of the book, and I was wondering what is a wallflower, and I googled a wallflower, and I was like, that's definitely the book I am searching for. So مشيت قريته PDF. I am so sad that this is not my book. Amir بالفضل, I would love to steal this from you. Thank you for the book anyway, but I really love this book. I love the cover, I love everything about it. I love the plot twist at the end. I have read this book 4 or 3 times, I can't really remember. And it was really mind-blowing and really beautiful to read it over and over again. This is the only book, by the way, that was turned into a movie. In a movie I don't hate that much. It took the good things about the book وحطوهم في movie وفيه Emma Watson. Like, holy shit. I really love it. I really love this book. This is my ultimately, always and forever, and my all-time favorite book, and I highly recommend it. The other book would be, I'm sorry to say this because I am sorry that I'm over it. Like I'm physically, psychologically, and everything over it, but The Fault in Our Stars. This was a gift from my friend. I love this, and I know that many of you would envy me for having this, but this is love. This is love. I always smell it like, oh my god, this is so beautifully written. This is my favorite book of John Green. I love Augustus Waters. I love Hazel Grace. I love everything. About 2016, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my favorite reads and my least favorite reads. So my favorite was It Ends With Us by Colin Hoover. Like, oh my god, I'm dying here. I'm dying because I am still not over this book. I will never be over this book, and I love it, and I made every one of my friends read it because it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I love Colin Hoover. If you don't know this, Colin Hoover is my favorite author. توا باش نحكي لكم على my biggest surprise. Actually, I have 2 surprises في 2016. واحد إنه Rebel Bell. I saw everyone talking about it, and I was like, it doesn't sound catchy ولا حكاية. I'm like, why would I read it? and then I was looking for a book to read and قلت but why not. I downloaded it وبديت نقرا فيه thinking it was a normal like contemporary book كما نقرا أنا في العادة. بديت نقرا and then I discovered that it wasn't contemporary. like a thriller اللي فيه خلتني نحس إنه بالحق I can read this book. I read it في نهار. I don't do this that much. ما نقراش في ساعة أنا الكتاب هذاك it captured my attention وقعدت نقرا فيه لين كملته وباك by the way وكملته. I was like I want to read more of this. I want to read more and more and more. Just I want to dive into it. خاطر بالحق حبيته. My next surprise اللي هي مش a good surprise. Every one of you have either heard or read Me Before You. I loved it. بالحق حبيته على الآخر. It was the first book that I wrote a review عليه. I'm gonna by the way I'm gonna leave the link to my blog filled description section. On the other hand, After You was my biggest disappointment. Jojo, why did you do to Me Before You? عليه حرام عليك. You took the book, the goodness of the book, everything about the book وحطيت نفس الكاركتر في حكاية أخرى. Okay, Clark was lost من الأول وبعد هكا when أنا as a fan of this book I wanted the sequel to Me Before You to be where she actually succeeds in her life, where she ما نعرفش هكا she does something in her life that it's I cannot really talk about this. قصيت عليه برشا مرات الكتاب قريت منه بتعرف هكا وصلت ما نعرفش لمين ما نعرفش ومن بعد قصيت. I can't talk about it because I don't want to spoil it, and I respect if you love this book as much as the first one. شابو با خاطر بالحق I couldn't really finish it. ما نجمتش نقرا ما نجمتش نكملو. My friend on the other hand was reading it وقالت لي well I'm liking it. I mean it's not as good as the first one and I just couldn't. ما هي قاعدة تحكي لي عليه صار من بعد خاطر I can't. If I don't like a book I can't force myself to read it. This was my last read in 2016 and oh my god. If you are Tunisian and you haven't read Tunisian books, like books that are written by Tunisian authors, Aman, do that because we really need to appreciate how good they are at writing books. Like بالحق, this book made me want to read more and more and more and more. And I tell you, I do not French like at all. بالحق I don't enjoy reading in French because my French sucks. Really, I don't like French that much. I'm more of an English, Arabic. But this book, I was reading this book and I was laughing and I would read and laugh and I was like, oh my god, I got the joke. Oh my god, I cannot believe that I really read this book. Personnellement enjoyed it, but also I loved it. Fatia, you should write more and more. You should never stop writing. بالحق الإنسان الذكاء is amazing. This book was my first Tunisian book that I read. I really want to read them all. This was really perfect, really good. I cannot believe that that I read a book that is written in French وفهمته واستمتعت به. So thank you Shaima for the book and thank you Atif for writing it. So I guess this is it for my first video. I am really happy and excited to be here today. I have debated the thought of creating this channel for like a year now. I want to thank all of our reading club on Facebook. You people are amazing. You made me what I am now. It's all thanks to you. I wanna thank everyone who's watching this video. I really enjoyed my time with you and I hope you enjoyed it as much. So if you want to watch more of my videos, you should maybe subscribe to my channel and hit a thumbs up if you enjoyed your time with me. I hope that wasn't long because I am a talkative person and I try not to talk much. Thank you for your time and goodbye.